teachers programs, working with other stakeholders who support teachers. Today, we are here to celebrate and to congratulate all teachers who are going to be awarded this morning, and we shall continue this in even the coming events. Without taking much of your time, I congratulate you all teachers who are going to be awarded this morning, and we shall continue to support you, and we shall continue to work with AIMS Rwanda in this program. Thank you.
Please put hands together for that beautiful remarks. And not only the beautiful remarks, but you've had they're supporting us, teachers. They're giving it back to us. And they are recognizing the beautiful work we do. I think that deserves more round of applause. That was not only from RSSB, but it represented all the entities that are supporting and giving back and recognizes the work of a teacher. I think that is something that we will have to do because it's a culture we have to foster, a culture of recognition, recognizing our day-to-day heroes. People have made it possible for every one of us to be here and others to be where they are today. With that being said, we had talked about the clip that shows what AIMS TTP, AIMS Teacher Training Program does, and I will let us first see that, then we'll come back to the next program, the next item. Thank you.
In 2018, the African Institute In 2018, the African Institute for Mathematical Sciences Teacher Training Program, TTP, began its journey in Rwanda, supported by MasterCard Foundation, with the ambitious goal of improving learning outcomes in mathematics and science for secondary school students. In 2018, the African Institute for Mathematical Sciences Teacher Training Program, TTP, began its journey in Rwanda, supported by MasterCard Foundation, with the ambitious goal of improving learning outcomes in mathematics and science for secondary school students.
Abanyeshuri ntago bakundaga abateacher b'imibare. Hari n'utuntu twajyaga ducaho nko kuri za status ukavuga ngo mwarimu w'imibare yarapfuye abanyeshuri bishima ariko
It wasn't an easy task, but TTP was determined to make a difference.
Physics, I loved it. When it was my first lesson, I hated, but now.
Working across 14 districts, TTP adopted a transformative approach that put teachers at the core of the program implementation. This was the key to success. By connecting different parameters of the ecosystem, the program was able to drive sustainable change.
Mwarimu yabaye facilitator umufasha w'abanyeshuri abiyegereza bamubona no bumva bakumva badashaka nuko anasohoka mu ishuri.
The program is built on 4 key pillars. 1. Training of teachers and master trainers. 2. Learning materials, resources and ICT support. 3. Public engagement and outreach. And 4. In 2018, the African Institute for Mathematical Sciences Teacher Training Program, TTP, began its journey in Rwanda, supported by MasterCard Foundation, with the ambitious goal of improving learning outcomes in mathematics and science for secondary school students.
Ubundi mbere abanyeshuri ntago bakundaga abaticha b'imibare. Hari n'utuntu twajyaga ducaho nko kuri za status ukavuga ngo mwarimu w'imibare yarapfuye abanyeshuri bishima ariko Paul.
It wasn't an easy task, but TTP was determined to make a difference.
Physics, I loved it when it was my first lesson. I hated, but now
Working across 14 districts, TTP adopted a transformative approach that put teachers at the core of the program implementation. This was the key to success. By connecting different parameters of the ecosystem, the program was able to drive sustainable change.
Mwarimu yabaye facilitator umufasha w'abanyeshuri abiyegereza bamubona no bumva bakumva badashaka nuko anasohoka mu ishuri.
The program is built on 4 key pillars. 1. Training of teachers and master trainers. 2. Learning materials, resources and ICT support. 3. Public engagement and outreach. And 4. Evidence generation for policy dialogue.
We have asked AIMS researchers to join us to collect the data that can show really the impact of the AIMS Rwanda teacher training program across the district.
The first pillar focused on the training of teachers, where TTP trained over 4,900 teachers, with 33% of them being women, in various pedagogical approaches and practical skills in mathematics and science.
Emuzi rero yamfashije kugera ku nzozi zanjye. Mbona ndi mwarimu mwiza, baramfasha, barampugura ibigendanye na assessment ko umuntu ategura abana bagakunda isomo, uburyo ukundisha umwana isomo ntumwigisha umeze nk'intare mu ishuri.
Mu kwasesinga abanyeshuri nabaza nk'ikibazo kimwe cyangwa bibiri, n'utsinzwe siniriwe avuga ntiyatsinzwe nyine.
Ariko ubu ngubu dutegura isomo ku buryo na wa wundi tuvuga ngo ari ku kigero cyo hasi yibonamo, ariko ntazabe ari wa wundi uhora abona 0 batugwerekaga ko 0 tuma wa mwana nawe nta mbaraga ashyira mu kwiga isomo.
Ubu ngubu namenye improvisation, ushobora kuba nigisha probability, munigisha iki, ariko kumva umwana kuvuza kumubwira ibintu gusa mu magambo ukabona ntaza kubyumva.
Aho umunyeshuri noneho ashobora kumenya ko noneho na pratique ishobora gukorwa atari uko bagiye kugura product mu mafarumasi.
Ubu nka kano gakombe aka murabona ko karimo test tube, nukuvuga ngo tuzishyiramo tumaje kuzoza wayifata nka test tube blank. Nk'iki gikombe nanone hano harimo ifu y'akawunga, nukuvuga ngo kubera tudafite starch yo muri lab ariko twebwe dukoresha iyi fu ya kawunga.
Iyo dusobanura atomo tukavuga uko structure zayo zimeze, tukavuga Bohr wayivumbuye, tukavuga ba Dalton, ariko iyo tuyigaragaza umuntu yayisobanura nko mu mutwe ntago abana basha kwishyikira neza, ariko ushushanyije igishushanyo nk'iki ukakidesigninga ndetse n'umwana atanabyumva ka wakoresha utubuye n'udupapuro.
The program trained and certified 3,563 teachers, with 32% of them being women, in ICT.
Kujya kuri Reb platform byo narinzi rwose narabimenye, kujya mu nama ukoresheje team cyangwa ukoresheje Google Meet cyangwa any method, nta na bimwe narinzi ku giti cyanjye.
Ngo buri mwarimu wese azi computer ku buryo wenda twafata nko yavuye kuri 20% akajya kuri 90%.
The program also addresses the issue of stereotypes that discourage girls from pursuing mathematics and science subjects.
Nge nigisha isomo rya physics ariko no mu yandi masomo ya science abakobwa bari mu myanya y'imbere barakangutse.
The second pillar concentrated on providing learning materials, resources, and ICT support. TTP established 14 smart classrooms in 14 districts and 2 multifunctional smart classrooms at the University of Rwanda College of Education. TTP also delivered 135 science kits to schools, with an additional 65 to be distributed during the second academic term in 2023.
We are very thankful for the science kit you have provided to us. There was no way we are going to be able to provide these students with the knowledge that we are giving them today.
When we are teaching through to the experiment, runners are very motivated because they're touching, they observe what we've done. Even teacher, the teachings today is very easy.
Kuba ibikoresho byaraje byamfashije nkanjye ubwanjye ku giti cyanjye w'umukobwa kubona ko science ari nziza kandi nkumva nayikundisha abandi kuko twazaga muri laboratwari tugakora ama pratique nkabona ni byiza nyine wenda nakora pratique ya electricity nabona byatsi nanjye nkishima.
Iriya smart classroom idufasha mu kwigisha dukoresheje ICT aho abana ubwabo bashobora kwiyumva cyane mu isomo kubera ikoreshwa rya projecteur irimo nziza iri smart.
Uko amasomo ibintu twatangaga mu magambo kwirwa talk iyo ufite video iragufasha
kwigira muri no smart classroom. Ikintu cya mbere bifasha haba kuri njyewe ndetse no kunyigisha bigabanya igihe wenda wari uri kwigira ku kibaho mwarimu yandika noneho ahangaha akaba ari kubereka kuri projecteur mugenda mubibona ndetse harimo namwe nk'urugero nka physique hari amwe mu masomo mukeneye kubona ukabona ni gute biriya bintu bikorwa.
Close to 5,000 teachers and sector educational inspectors also received monthly internet bundles.
Buriya bundles zidufasha muri research. Kuri unit runaka aho nshobora gura n'ingorane nshobora kubona undi muticha w'ahandi mu kindi gihugu cyangwa se ahandi hantu yabyigishije bikanyinspira kurushaho uko ngiye nabyigisha.
The third pillar focused on outreach and public engagement. TTP directly reached 276,323 students, with 60% of them being girls. The program's outreach efforts indirectly reached 470,000 students through the teacher training and other outreach activities.
Hano bagiye gusura urugomero rwa Mukungwa, bityo ibyo abana bigishwaga mu magambo none babibona biri Rio.
At first I did not imagine how electricity can come from water. So when I reached there, my curiosity was filled, I was satisfied.
We celebrate International Day for Women and Girls in Sciences. That day is very, very important for us because it helps girls to think that they are able. We got many guests, scientists, women scientists, doctors, engineers, they come here.
Rwanda will host for the first time the Pan-African Mathematics Olympiad here in Rwanda in May of this year, where we are expecting more than 20 countries to attend this competition of mathematics. And all this actually raise interest of our young boys and girls to pursue STEM studies. And this pillar is really very essential to us.
The fourth pillar sought to generate evidence for policy dialogue.
And one of the objectives of this pillar is to generate evidences of the impact of the program, where the program has been implemented. And AIMS being a scientific and academic and research institution, we want to show that impact in a really scientific manner it's also the opportunity for us to see if there has been any gap, how to explain that gap, and what recommendation that we can give in order to fill the gap. It's my great pleasure to recognize our partners, our major partners, who have really joined hands with AIMS in this very important program. First of all, the government of Rwanda, through the Ministry of Education and also the Rwanda Education Board, who greatly facilitated the way we are implementing the program across the country. We are also very grateful to the MasterCard Foundation, who is the founding partner of AIMS Teacher Training Program. And also, I want to appreciate and to recognize the University of Rwanda, specifically the College of Education, for being such a committed partner for AIMS Teacher Training Program, an academic partner for our implementation. We have also a number of private companies here in Rwanda who are also supporting our activities, including the Teacher Awards event. And in the past, we had private companies, and they are still willing to contribute. And we are very glad that other companies are also joining to support our activities for the benefit of our teachers and of our kids.
The Teacher Training Program by African Institute for Mathematical Sciences and MasterCard Foundation is making an enormous impact on Rwanda's educational landscape. By providing top-notch training, resources, and support to teachers, TTP is empowering the next generation of learners. And that is just the beginning.
What we do and who is here. You will allow me to recognize some of our partners, Amedistas. We have representative, director, Dr. Wilson Barshimana Amagis. We have RSSB representative, whom you've already seen, and his Amedistas, as you can raise and great teachers. We have ICDL representative. ICDL, like you had, are the people who help us and work with to train teachers. Then we have your CE representative, Amedistas. We have Chibogora Polytechnic representative with us. And we have Rawizi representative with us. Now that we know who we're with, please feel free to have a chat with your neighbor. To catch up with the time, I think I'm going to welcome the traditional dance on the stage to make us feel more at home. Thank you. I'm sorry, I've been notified that a CEO Airtel is also with us. And to that effect, I want to also ask my bosses, the people from AIMS Secretariat and AIMS Rwanda, to raise up and greet our guests. Thank you very much. And now the dancers can come in. It's time for entertainment.
Abashyitsi baherewe nke ihene muze muresanga wenye iye turaramutse abashyitsi baherewe nke ihene muze muresanga iye turabaramutse tubakira nyogozo wenke n'umutima w'urukundo we iye turabaramutsa cyane abashyitsi baherewe nke nimuze murisanga we iye turabaramutsa cyane tubakira nyogozo wenke ngutatsurusha yawe iye ngutatsurusha nyana bakobwa mwena za nyana z'abogondo we iye nawe narorembwa we amanzi nyamanza we inyamanzi iraramba wenke iye ko yarambe yo mwega wenke ko yarambe yo mwega wenke iye nyirarume umwami wenke ngutatsurusha wenke iye ngutatsurusha nyana bakobwa mwena za nyana z'abogono ihego we nawe narorembwa we iye turabaramutsa cyane Rwanda nzeza komeze imihigo nk'ubumwe bw'abanyarwanda ntibusagambe ngo byeduhetse urane intsinzi Rwanda ogoroye amarembo Rwanda bawe turagukunda Rwanda nzeza komeze imihigo ubumwe bw'abanyarwanda ntibusagambe ngo byeduhetse urane intsinzi iyo mu iterambere rya siyanse komeze ngo bumwe bw'abanyarwanda ntibusagambe ngo byeduhetse urane intsinzi turahata umuco wacu ngo umuco w'abanyarwanda Rwanda nziza komeze imihigo Rwanda nziza komeze imihigo ubumwe bw'abanyarwanda ntibusagambe ngo byeduhetse urane intsinzi muracurire rihoge urane intsinzi Rwanda nziza komeze imihigo ubumwe bw'abanyarwanda ntibusagambe ngo byeduhetse urane intsinzi Rwanda nziza komeze imihigo Rwanda nziza, gihugu cyacu, uri mena muri Afurika. Rwanda we, Rwanda nziza, Rwanda nziza, gihugu cyacu, uri mena muri Afurika. Ubwa mbere nkikubona, nagize ngo uri paradiso, imwe y'Imana bavuga. Ya Rwanda we, Rwanda nziza, Rwanda nziza, gihugu cyacu, uri mena muri Afurika. Ya Rwanda we, Rwanda nziza, Rwanda nziza, gihugu cyacu, uri mena muri Afurika. Nagiye waba wicuma rusika wo mu rukari, nge nasanze rukomera amakombe, ruhangore rwogeye mu barakeye. Uwo ni mwene Rugaba bihumbariye uwo nkunda, uwo ni mwene Rugaba bihumbi. Nagiye we, nagiye wowe wicuma rusika wo mu rukari, nge nasanze rukomera amakombe, ruhangore rwogeye mu barakeye. Uwo ni mwene Rugaba bihumbi, Rugaba bihumbi, rugabanya umunani. Uwo ni mwene Rugaba bihumbi. Nagiye we, nagiye wowe wicuma rusika wo mu rukari, nge nasanze rukomera amakombe, ruhangore rwogeye mu barakeye. Uwo ni mwene Rugaba bihumbariye uwo nkunda, uwo ni mwene Rugaba bihumbi nakunze. Uwo ni mwene Rugaba bihumbi. Nagiye we, nagiye wowe wicuma rusika wo mu rukari, nge nasanze rukomera amakombe. Kwifitiye igitego, turuganira murebana, iyo rutsinda rwa Nyacyonga, inka zararusenye, iyo ku Gasaro na Mutende, inka zaraharaye, inka zaraharaye, zahatiye ibikumba, iyo zahatiye ibikumba, n'ibicanira byazo, iyo mama ni nyiraberwa, yangaberewe no guheka, iyo iwacu ni ku mukingo, umutsinzi y'Urwanda, iyo iwacu ni ku Muyange, kumwe we n'ibisabo, ikiguti cyareze ingora baheze rero. Inzovu zarateye bazigabye betero. mwecherezere hoge n'umuhogo wareye ngaye wararaye we emonere gitore nebye nereke gote ngaye aye wararaye enzovu zarateye bazegabye betero ngaye wararaye emwenere gitore nebye nereke gote enzovu zarateye bazegabye betero wararaye we zirayoma nangiriro yomude yone moraye gera mararo yewe rose bandore isache yabitse buce yone morare yone morare ingaye bambe gera mararo wayaraye dora gasega nyamurerenda gera mararo wayaraye isache yabitse buce yone morare yene morare iwacu zegamiranya hone morare moraro yewe rose bandore bambaye bambe dora gasega nyamurerenda gera mararo muwayaraye gera mararo muwayaraye
twabongera amashingire ngo abatubanjirije baravuze bati igira isuku igira isoko. A bad plant can't yield good fruits, and good fruits cannot build on bad plants. The experience you've seen are from St. Roy's in Rwamagana, one of the schools that works with AIMS TTP. Allow me to recognize the presence of our soul funder, MasterCard Foundation representatives. Please raise and wave to the people. We are now in an informational technology era, and like Professor Sam and the CREP said, today we can have a virtual library, you can have a virtual laboratory, and that is one of the areas that AIMS TTP puts an emphasis. It is in that work that I welcome my colleague, IT specialist with AIMS teacher training program, to come and talk more about today's graduation of the ICDL grad ones. Today, like I told you, it's a teacher award, and it is during this teacher award that we're going to recognize the batch of the grad ones. Please come in, Mr. Eric.
Good morning, everyone. Dear Dean of Lab, the guest of honor, dear MasterCard Foundation representative, dear M staff, dear all our partners, and ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my honor today for me to stand here to show the effort that our estimated mathematics and science teachers who have attended ICT training. As you all know, information and communication technology has become an essential tool in teaching, and especially in the field of math and science. The world is continuing evolving in the field of education and must keep those change together with the technology. Back in 2019, MSTTP in partnership of MasterCard started delivering ICT training to all math and science teachers in all 14 districts across the country. We extended our special thanks to Rwanda Basic Education Board for their help in identifying international computer driving license ICDL to deliver the content to our beloved teachers. As well, AIMS, in partnership also again with MasterCard Foundation, has rehabilitated 14 smart classrooms in 14 districts that have been accredited to become the center of training for ICT. Those smart classrooms are used by all our teachers, especially math and science teachers, to deliver the material that they have in their classroom. They are highly quality and providing conductive learning environment to our lovely students. Accreditation centers has been used to train master trainers in ICT, and those for 2 teachers who have graduated in 2019 and have been awarded the certificate to become master trainer of ICT in 14 districts. Since 2019, along with those master trainers, we have trained a total of a number of 3,563 teachers in ICT training. Among of those, 33% are the women. Those teachers worked hard, even in the weekend and the holidays, to complete all the 8 modules that they were supposed to finish. Despite of interruption of COVID, teachers have used online tools and platform in order to take the training, also to do the exam, and that's because we are delivering them, or we are providing them the monthly bundles to all 4,900 math and science teachers. Those certificates recognized to be dedicated, and they are hardworking for our math and science teachers in integrating technology into their teaching methods. and enhancing the quality of education that they offer to the student. As well known, math and science are crucial subjects that require students to think critically and solve complex problems. The integration of technology has made it easy for students to visualize complex concepts and gain deeper understanding to those content. Dear teachers who are going to graduate today, through your tireless effort and commitment to excellence, you have not only helped students to excel those subjects, but also made a significant contribution to the overall development of education in Rwanda. Your effort in integration technology into the classroom has made it possible for the student to gain the skills they need to succeed in this digital age. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate all the teachers of those who are going to graduate in ICT training. Your hard work, dedication, and expertise have set you apart as leaders in the field of education. I hope that this recognition will inspire other teachers to follow in your footsteps and integrate technology in their teaching method. In conclusion, I'd like to express my gratitude to ICDL for giving accreditation to our centers and the platform to help our teachers to attend the training. Our extent thanks goes to LAB for their day-to-day support in choosing the best for our teachers. We'd like also to thank MasterCard Foundation for partnering with AIMS in order to achieve this big milestone. Lastly but not least, I want to thank our teachers who have dedicated their time, effort, and expertise to provide quality education to our students. You are the backbone of our society, and your contributions are invaluable. Congratulations once again, and thank you for your hard working and dedication. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Eric, Dr. Eric, actually, for the presentation and for wishing us teachers a good graduation. Now, I'm going to call upon ICDA representative to come and graduate the representative of the nearly 400 teachers who are graduating today. Eric will help me call upon their names, please. The following are the people who are representing others, and I must say these are the people who excelled in their modules. Aporinelli Musabyimana. Aporinelli Musabyimana. Marie Chantal Mukanoheri. Moise Ntakirutimana. Salafine Mukanyarwaya. Muriel Izere. Rolance Uwamaria. James Iraguha. Jean-Pierre Mutabaruka. Catherine Ofitinema. Jean-Claude Nirenganya. Alice Umutoni. Angelique Nyirakamana. Diogène Kavumu. Theodotas Mfashijwe n'Imana, I'm sorry. Nadine Ishimwe. Claudine Tuyisenge. Marcel Nsengumuremyi. Nirere Annonciata. Gilbert Mbarubukeye. Grace Mutezineza. Claudine Nzayisenga. Salfine Niyobuhungiro. Jean-Jacques Hakizimana. Bertilde Nyirabuhoro. Musanganire Alice. Dieudonné Twagirimana. Emmanuel Baributsa. And Sandrine Iradukunda. I would like to ask Eric to go help SDL representative to have the certificates for the graduates, please. like I had said before, the teachers we're having before us are the representative of the 450 teachers who graduated in this batch. And we still have another batch that will be made up of 800 teachers that will add up to around 400, 500 teachers who have done ICDL courses to help them boost their teaching and learning, to have the skills to access the virtual libraries and laboratories and all the resources, mostly the ones that REB and NESA put on their e-learning, as well as other partners. Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph, and congratulations to the graduates. But like I said before, we only called in front the representatives, and now I'm going to ask all the graduates to raise up, stand up, all the graduates, so that we can recognize you. Abantu bose bagraduatinze muri ICDL. Mutwereke na certificate zanyu niba muzifite mutaza gutuma mbeshya.
Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Who would believe that I could be happy and contented? I used to think that happiness hadn't been invented, but that was in the bad old days before I met you. When I let you walk into my heart. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy was afraid that maybe you thought you were above me, that I was only fooling myself to think you'd love me.
Congratulations to all of you. Because of time, we would have loved to give everyone a platform and come and give her or his vote of thanks. But because of time, like I've remarked, we will have one representative coming forward and give a vote of thanks to our partners and MSTTP. Oh, she's coming.
Honorable Representative, Honorable Ems and MasterCard Foundation representative, Honorable different guests, dear fellow science and mathematics teacher, all of you are here present, good morning. My name is Angelique Nyirakaman, physics and mathematics teacher at GS Nyanje 1, located at Nyanje sector, Musanze district, Northern province of Rwanda. I'm very pleased to address you on this precious occasion as we are celebrating the MSTTP 2023 Teacher Awards and ICT graduation ceremony. On my own behalf and on behalf of my fellow teacher, having completed ICT training, I want to express our deepest thanks to the government of Rwanda through the Rwanda Basic Education Board, LAB in acronym, in partnership with EMS and the MasterCard Foundation for the role played by training us in the purpose of equipping us with knowledge and skills needed to better conduct our duty of teaching science and mathematics. Thank you very much for having raised our proficiency in ICT, which is to be seen as an added value in our career of teaching science and mathematics. Personally, as a mother, when I was selected to attend the training, I was afraid because I thought it would be difficult for me to combine the duties of participating in training and providing care of my children, based on the fact that the training was planned on weekends. It was difficult for me to find time to conduct my duties as a teacher, to call out family tasks and the training. But I sat down and made a plan for my self-organization and a good time management, that the journey was made easy. Then, I want to let you know that I applied the knowledge and skills acquired in the ICT training to carry out research and download a simulation. This helped me to make lesson more attractive and the results are being observed on the side of learners since they show engagement and their performance in science and mathematics has been considerably increased. Honorable Representative, MZ officials, MasterCard Foundation, different guests, before concluding my speech, I would like to recommend that this good initiative of teacher training in ICT should continue so as to ensure that all teachers are equipped with the ability to use ICT in teaching and thus make learners enjoy science and mathematics. This program should also be extended to the remaining districts across the country of Rwanda. Thank you very much for your kind attention. May God bless you all.
Ayo ameze nk'amashyi masabano. But now that looks like a little bit into your skin, I think we're going to call the entertainment troupe to come back and give us a warm-up. Itorero, muri ready?
urutare rwiza noteraga hezo bare karasare karenga nyewe ngumbuye kurure murutare weye urutare rwiza noteraga hezo bare karasare karenga nyewe ngumbuye kurure ngozaze mu majyepfo zahasanga urutare uzaze mu buganza uzahasanga urutare ngo urutare wenye urutare rwiza noteraga izuba rikarasare karenga uzaze mu buganza uzahasanga urutare
koga we yego we yenda inyenyeri bakunda kwaka abakobwa bakorera ku n'abahungu bo kwa ndungu iyo kirenga ndababwira maye nka nyiramaga ndarahinyaga kuri mudenda ari kwishavu na rugara ira kwa muzi ndahuregeye abona ifasi ari mu biro nagire bakanyabugoyi nta kinyakura kujya kuri kara ndahibombi na sekubu igahondo ndaba kuba mu rutoki we yego we ndaba ntumenye intuntu we yego we ndaba ni ntokatoki we yego we ndaba inyenyeri bakunda kwaka abakobwa bakorera ku n'abahungu bo kwa ndongo iyo kirenga ndababwira
Rwanda noro yanjye
irebera Rwanda noro yanjye
mu Rwanda rwacu noro yanjye
irebera Rwanda noro yanjye
mu bureza noro yanjye
irebera Rwanda 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 noro yanjye
u Rwanda rwacu noro yanjye
Rwanda noro yanjye
mu bureza noro yanjye
irebera Rwanda noro yanjye
u Rwanda rwacu noro yanjye
irebera Rwanda noro yanjye
kureba yacore
irebera Rwanda noro yanjye
mukererezamo
irebera Rwanda noro yanjye
u Rwanda rwacu noro yanjye
irebera Rwanda noro yanjye
mukuyobora noro yanjye
irebera Rwanda noro yanjye
ikiberwa ninjye cyarome n'abahaba ngabo bene mana nareko umukengo kanera tete dore mu ruhange nare mu ruhango nanaringa ngabo bene mana nakanera tete ngabo bene mana nareko umukengo ngabo bene mana nane migisha ngayeye nakanera tete gatere mbabazi baba ngayeye abo bene mana nareko mukenyeye u Rwanda baba ayiye ngabo bene mana kanera tete gatere mbabazi baba dore bene mana nareko umukengo ngabo bene bene manane bene mana.
At this point, allow me, my dear fellow teachers, to recognize the hand of Airtel in our day-to-day activities. Please. And also, we would love to thank RSSB who make this possible alongside other partners. Biragoye iyo uri umurezi bakagusaba amashyi. Kinyarwanda turavuga ngo isuku igira isoko, reka tubitore nk'umuco. Thank you. I will have a mention for other partners as we go on. Now allow me to welcome AIMS Program Manager at AIMS Rwanda, Melve Mukoto, to proceed the next item. To proceed, rather.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and our teachers. My name is Merve Mankoto, and I'm the program manager at AIMS Rwanda. I'll be moderating this panel on the effectiveness of ICT integration in teaching and learning. I'd like to call the panelists to join me on stage. First, we have Mrs. Diane Sengati, the head of ICT in Education Department for Rwanda Basic Education Board. Second, Mr. Joseph Mugisha, the regional manager Francophone from ICDL. And lastly, Mrs. Liliane Uwais, the teacher at l'École des Sciences Musanze. All right, so I would like to take a moment to allow our panelists to introduce themselves, what they do in their respective roles, and one key word of why it's important to integrate IT in learning and teaching. I'll start with you, Joseph. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Merve. My name's Joseph Mugisha. As I've been introduced, I'm a regional manager for the Francophone region for ICDL Africa. At ICDL, our mission is to empower individuals at a personal level, but also at the society level at large, into the use of ICT. And as Merve just mentioned, ICT is very key. ICT is now a pillar for every profession, for every walk of life, and so it's very, very key to be integrated into the education sector, because irrespective of where one might end up, whether in STEM, whether in other sectors, they will need ICT because it's being used as a pillar. So that's why it's very, very important to have ICT taught and integrated within the education sector at the earliest level. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Joseph. I'll hand it over to you, Mrs. Diane.
Good morning, everyone.
My name is Dan Sengati. I work for Rwanda Basic Education Board in the Department of ICT in Education as the head of the department. And yes, we welcome this program because at Rwanda Basic Education Board and also in the entire education sector, we are thriving to introduce or integrate and utilize ICT in teaching and learning, and especially in all subjects. ICT is used as a subject, but also as a tool for teaching and learning. And we welcome all the programs, all initiatives that are supporting us to achieve our mission, to also show how ICT can contribute to quality education. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Liliane.
Thank you. My name is Uwase Liliane. I'm a teacher of chemistry at École des Sciences de Musanze, and also I'm one of the master trainer of ICDL. So we facilitate teachers, our fellow teachers, to get some skills and knowledge about ICT and the way it can be integrated to improve teaching and learning for Rwandan schools. Thank you.
Thank you. So my first question goes to Mrs. Diane. How do you compare ICT being well equipped for teachers and enhancing students' learning?
Thank you, Merveille. ICT is an enabler. It is an enabler because we have our traditional way of teaching and learning, but ICT is coming in to support because we have various potentials when we can visualize, for example. We can have so many innovative ways of teaching. Like we have seen on the screen earlier that one of the teachers was saying that we always talk and talk and talk. And I think ICT is coming, and the way he was saying it, it was like they're tired of that. It's very tired. So when you use ICT, you don't have that frustration. And again, you don't have to repeat things over and over. You have a blackboard, you have to clean the blackboard, you write something else, you come back, maybe write it again. But it saves also time because even the students, they have more time to not only practice, but also more time to reflect. They also have time to make some research. I think ICT is also bringing in some new skills, like the 21st century skills, because when you're teaching using ICT, it doesn't mean all the lessons or maybe the 40 minutes that you have to use ICT, but it's up to the teacher to choose when I need the ICT and which ICT I should be used, depending on the objectives of the lesson. It also gives an opportunity for collaboration and communication, because when a teacher chooses maybe the use of ICT, they have time also to group students into groups, and students will present their project because they work together in a project, so this is a collaboration. But when they come up and present what they have achieved, it is also a way of communicating. And this also gives also the skills of research skills, because they know that everything doesn't come from the teacher, but the teacher is there to give them an orientation, guide them, because the teacher knows the objective. ICT is very vast, and students need someone to guide them, to know where to go, because they don't know what they have to achieve, but the teacher knows.
Yeah.
Then he gives gives the direction. And I think it's very good because they're working hand in hand, teachers and students. And if you don't use ICT, there is a little time because you you have to talk a lot, you don't have the materials, a student don't see exactly what you mean. And also ICT can help you to address some of the challenges. For example, the virtual laboratories. If you don't have a laboratory, you can use the virtual laboratories actually to see how things can happen in a real laboratory. And I think it's this simulation kind of will help also students to visualize and understand better.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for bringing up, you know, IT being an enabler in the classroom. I'd like to ask you, Mrs. Liliane, so Ms. Diane talked about the virtual laboratory. How do you use this in the classroom when you're teaching chemistry with the students, for example?
Okay, thank you. About those virtual laboratories, sometimes we have to conduct some experiment and that the product and materials are not there at the school. But by using technology, ICT, you can, for example, download a video where now there is someone who is presenting or who is performing those kind of experiment or simulation, and you can bring the student in the comp lab or you can project. And from there, even though they don't have that possibility of manipulating themselves, at least they can visualize and see what really happened. And that gives them an enhanced experience than only telling them it will go like this and this. But if they have that added chance of looking really what is happening, it is very good to them. Thank you.
Thank you. So you're using simulations and virtual videos in order to really immerse the students in the learning.
Yes.
Brilliant. So Joseph, tell us a little bit more about the training that ICDL provides to the teachers in order to enable them to do what Liliane is talking about.
Thank you very much, Merveille. The training that ICDL provides, as has been mentioned, is within 8 modules. So I'll just name them. We have Computer and Online Essentials. This is a module that enables teachers to first understand proper use of the computer, installing and uninstalling applications, using the settings, knowing the ease, how to use other functions within the computer. And then we come on to Online Essentials, where the teachers learn online searching, proper use of email and other communication tools within the web, and calendars and such, as well as security. And then we also provide modules related to Office, so word processing, spreadsheets, presentations, because these are day-to-day applications that can be used, whether they're preparing their lessons, whether they want to present their lessons, whether they want to work with data related to the students. All those 3 modules enable them to perform those tasks. And then we have cybersecurity. You can't think of working online or using technology without having that aspect of security. And then we have modules like teamwork or online collaboration that can enable teachers to apply all those skills that they have learned to apply them online now, in an online and a collaborative setting. So on top of all of those then, all of those modules that anyone can need as a start, we have also ICT in education. So this is a very key module that enables now teachers to understand the learning LMS, you know, how to Moodle, how to manipulate or use those systems that can be used for learning, especially online, how to prepare lessons, how to convey the message that they want to convey. So ICT in education really brings all those acquired skills that they have learned before and how to apply them in their teaching exercise that they usually conduct day to day. So briefly, that's how ICDL helps teachers to apply ICT in their teaching. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. I'd like to congratulate all the teachers today who also graduated from ICDL. So, Joseph, you guys must be doing an amazing job because 400 of them received their certification today. I'd like to ask Ms. Diane how the policymakers can deal with the management and dissemination of ICT in the schools.
Thank you. When we talk about ICT in education, it doesn't mean just having the skills of using the computers, but it helps. It means it's a matter of knowing what those skills or how those skills will help me as a teacher to achieve my goals. So we have different policies around not only provision of the devices or the technologies that can be used in ICT, but also the facilitation, like we have the devices, we have the internet connectivity, and we have also different programs around the training of teachers. We have also the availability to make sure that we have digital teaching and learning materials available and accessible to all schools. So we are also working or collaborating with different partners and different stakeholders, and we are not alone into this. So we also work with different sectors. So we are not only as the education sector, but we also work with other sectors like the private sector and also the partners, development partners. And those policies are to support all players into this. So, yes, thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to ask all the panelists, what do you think technology-based teaching and learning will bring to education in the next 5 years? Let's start with Liliane.
Okay, thank you. If we look at the technology-based learning, how it works nowadays, and how the government of Rwanda is putting much effort on empowering teachers about the use of ICT in teaching and learning, I'm convinced that in 5 years, we'll be at a very good level where our students will have a good experience about achieving what they are expected to achieve, and also to be at a level of being a global citizen. Thank you.
Thank you. Joseph?
Yes. In the next 5 years, technology-based teaching will have a very big impact, as Liliane just mentioned. What I can foresee is that as always, students will be more engaged in the learning. The teachers will have a better experience in their teaching. It will be more fulfilling. Their jobs will be more fulfilling. And the most important one is that innovation will spur from that. So students will be able to be more engaged, and that will spur their innovation, creativeness, and that will bring about, I believe, a huge change in the development of the country. Thank you.
Brilliant. Yes.
Thank you. I think I can say that we have a chance to have this support. We have a political will, we have a political support, the government is supporting this, and I can say that it is a great opportunity. And we have a vision, so we know where we are, we know where we're coming from, so we know where we want to be. And I think in the next 5 years, as you're saying, if I look back at from where we started from and where we are now, it can give me, it's very promising. We have a future that is promising Because when we tried at the beginning, you have to fight against this mindset. People don't want to change first. And not only the teachers, not only students, but also our collaborators, some of them don't understand exactly what we mean. But along the way, I think we're coming along together.
Yes.
And I think everyone now understands where we're going. And it's not only a matter of having this in Rwanda, I think it's global, it's everywhere. ICT is driving us. So we can't do it without it. We can't even decide that we're not part of it. So I can see that everyone, as everyone is understanding this, we can have this, we hope that ICT or this technology in education especially will be at a point where we will, I think we will be doing our work, not have, because right now some of the people were like, I don't know ICT, I don't understand ICT, I have to use ICT. But at that time, we won't even think that we're using ICT because it will be part of our life, part of what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I think this is where we want to be, and then just focus on what we have to do. We will be focusing on education, teaching. We know we have the materials, we have the skills, and then we're just doing our job. So this is where I want to see education sector in Rwanda in the next 5 years.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. My last and final question to everyone on the panel. So, Mrs. Lilian, you mentioned that IT going forward is going to be part of the way we live. What's the one piece of advice you would give to the teachers, parents, sisters, mothers, brothers, uncles out here to adopt IT when dealing with their children, siblings, cousins? What's that piece of one advice you would say to them to adopt and to start doing today? I will start with Joseph.
Thank you. When you look at ICT literacy, it's the new literacy, literally speaking. So the way we used to be an engaged member of society, the way we used to think, at least you have to know how to read, you have to know how to write, how to count. Digital literacy is the new literacy. You have to have it to be able to be a contributing member of society. So it has to be embraced. It has to be looked at in a positive way as an enabler and something that will help us, all of us, grow. So it's something that they have to look forward to with, I would say, positivity and curiosity and eagerness to learn, because it's the way forward.
So are you saying that we're no longer going to be writing going forward?
We will be writing, but as an example, let's say all the government services are going to be digital. So if you can't even access those services, it might be a hindrance to your day-to-day activities. And so ICT will be really a key part for everyone, irrespective of what they are doing, because it's where we are headed. So that's what I meant when I said it's
Thank
the
you.
new
So
literacy.
digital literacy for everybody. Yes. Brilliant. Mrs. Dan?
Yes, I think when we talk about ICT, it's not only in schools, it's everywhere, even at home. So I think even the parents, sisters, I think even some students or maybe children who are not yet in school, they use technology. I think most of the people here will tell you, like my little daughter who has not even been to school, can take my phone and start doing things. So I think because technology is everywhere, I think now it's not only a school, and as Joseph said, it's another literacy that we need, because I know there is one of my colleagues was saying that before we used to say an illiterate person was someone who doesn't know how to read and write. But now someone who is illiterate is someone who doesn't know how to use ICT. So
wow.
I think this is, and parents also would understand. So now it's not, they might have some maybe fear of maybe how this ICT is very vast, but I think they will along the way understand that they have to let the students or the children use these technologies because they learn more with the technology and they learn most of the things that are not even taught in school.
Yeah.
So I think we need to understand. I think the biggest challenge would be to understand. Yes.
Thank you for that. Mrs. Liliane.
Okay, thank you. About the technological literacy, it is very important for every Rwandan, even everyone all over the world, because nowadays it is difficult to separate our life with technology, because even sending money, even telling someone that you are going to visit him or her, you have to use technology. So we are at the beginning, but I think that we are going to understand and accept it as it is, because there is no other choice. Already the technology is there, and you have to live with it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think the key takeaway was in the era of ChatGPT, mobile technology, 5G, all of that we need to adopt, right? And I'd like to thank our panelists for being with us today, supporting us, and congratulations to all our teachers again today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Merve and the team. ICT for everyone. That is something that I've picked, and I hope everyone has done that. And that covers the whole scope of our working area. All the pillars are covered, parents are covered, and parents should be really encouraged to use ICT tools, as well as the teachers and our students. Looking at the audience, feels like we're a little bit bored. And we can take that with the ICT, like Diane and the panelists have said. It's for everyone, it's for all Rwandese, and I like the government will to foster that. That takes me to this. Uru Rwanda niturwubaka abanyamahanga bazarugana twibere mu Rwanda.
Uru Rwanda niturwubaka abanyamahanga bazarugana mu Rwanda rwacu sinyaze mu Rwanda nituyubaka matematike tukayubaka abanyamahanga bazatugana bibere mu Rwanda. Rwanda niturwubaka abanyamahanga bazarugana
twibere mu Rwanda.
Raise up your hands. Tuzamura amaboko. When I say MasterCard, you say foundation. When I say MZ, you say TTP. When I say hand is on, mind is up. Raise your hands. MasterCard, 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 MZ, MZ, MZ. Mind is up. Mind is on. Mind is up. Hand is on. Mind. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But we want also to dance a bit.
Amanihora.
Enamanihora ya rugamba.
Amanihora ya rugamba.
Enamanihora ya rugamba.
Amanihora ya rugamba.
Waraye we.
Warara.
waraye we umusore utaramera ubwanwa
Manihura ya rugamba
ntawe umukora ku kananwa
Manihura ya rugamba
waraye we waraye we umukobwa utaramera ibere nta umukora ku gatuza waraye we waraye we muzi we muzi we yego we waraye 1 2 3 murasobanutse murakoze cyane
arakoze cyane ngo ni inyundo ntoya mu kanya muraza kumenya inyundo nkuru I think at this point of time I would like to call upon the Associate Director for AIMS Teacher Training Program to preside the next item. Mr. Joseph, welcome.
Distinguished guests, partners, sponsors, winners, awardees of today, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning. We are now starting another session of today's agenda, a very important session, which is awarding our best teachers and other stakeholders. Today, we will award over 100 teachers for the priceless efforts they put educating our young people across the country. We will also award 28 district education officials. Unfortunately, the education officials were not able to make it today to our ceremony, but will be able to send their awards to the districts. We have a number of categories of awards. In total, we have 9 categories, and I will read some of them, if not all of them. The first category we have is the best teachers, and in this category we'll be awarding a total of 28 teachers with laptops. We selected 2 teachers per district where teacher training program is working in partnership with MasterCard Foundation and the Rwanda Basic Education Board. And we have a man and a woman per district. The second category is the best peer facilitator or the best trainer of trainer. We have 28 of them, and we shall also be awarding them with laptops. So again, it's 2 per district, a man and a woman. That category is the best sector coordinators. As you know, teacher training program is working with coordinators in each and every district and each and every sector so that we can be able to implement the program effectively. So we shall also be awarding a total of 28 of them. That is 2 per district for the 14 districts, and we shall be awarding them with laptops also. Category number 4 is the best ICDL certified trainers. These are the people who have been helping us to train the teachers in ICT skills. So we shall be awarding 2 of them, and we shall also award them with laptops. And the next category, that is category number 5, is the best PAMO trainer. PAMO is the Pan-African Mathematics Olympiad, and as the Center President mentioned, we shall be hosting PAMO in May this year. So we shall be awarding 2 of the facilitators, also with laptops. Category number 6 is district coordinators. We shall also be awarding 2 coordinators with laptops. Category number 7 is regional coordinators, best regional coordinators. We shall be awarding them with 4 of them with laptops and tablets. And then we have special awards. And finally, we have 28 district directors of education and district education officers. We shall be sending trophies to 28 of them. So I'm sure you're asking yourself how we came up with these awardees, how we selected the awardees. They went through a very rigorous process that involved ourselves and the teachers at the school level and sector level and the district level. So we used a rigorous process and with a wide range of evaluation criteria. But regardless of the categories that we mentioned, all these awardees have a special thing in common. All of them are committed to doing their best. They are serving our society and are very true role models for our young people. These are people who are interacting with youths across the country, impacting knowledge, and developing our future leaders, our future doctors, our future engineers. We appreciate them for this. We cannot be able to thank our awardees and our teachers enough for their efforts. And more importantly, we cannot be able to thank them enough for bringing up our young personalities with integrity and innovativeness. So with that very few remarks, I want to usher in the next session of the program, that is awarding the teachers. But before we get there, I would like us to watch a short video, just a few minutes, appreciating our teachers. So let's watch a video for a few minutes. We see how different people are appreciating our teachers. Thank you.
Kuri jyewe mwarimu ni izingiro ry'ubumenyi kandi mbona afasha Imana kurema kuko aduha kuba abo turi buri munsi.
A teacher is a dedicated person.
Njyewe umwarimu mufata nk'umubyeyi kuko usanga ari nabo muri iki gihe bamarana igihe kinini n'abana.
Kuri njye umwarimu ni inkingi y'iterambere.
Today I'm celebrating my high school teacher Anastasia Zaramba who influenced my choice of career.
Mwarimu kuri njyewe ni umutoza, ni umurezi.
Njyewe umwarimu ukuntu mufata nk'urufunguzo rw'ubumenyi umuntu akenera buri munsi.
And through teaching I create a foundation for the upcoming generation.
Mwarimu kuri njye ni umubyeyi. Badutoza inzira y'ubuzima, si n'amashuri gusa, bakatwigisha icyerekezo cy'ubuzima.
It's really my pleasure to invite people to join this campaign because words of appreciation mean so much to everyone, including your teacher. I would like to ask you to join us and be part of the conversation on Twitter, where you can share your favorite teacher story by using the hashtag Mwarimu Wanchie.
Mwarimu ishingiro ry'ejo heza.
Mwarimu wanje shimira mwarimu. My teacher, we thank our teachers. And that takes us to the next item on our agenda. we're going to award the best teachers. We will say the best teachers are the 28 teachers, a female and a male teacher from the 14 districts where AIMS work from. But if it was for us, for AIMS and our partners, we could be thanking every teacher. But because of the constraints we all know, I will only afford to thank the teachers that we're going to call. With the time, we'll be able to thank more. At this moment, you allow me to call DG Reb to come and award our first batch of teachers. Our best teachers, the names are Musanganire Alice, Mucheshimana Francine, Gahire Kassien, Donatien Nshimimana, Mukambabazi Clementine, Sengabo Isaac, Amashi Arimishari, Harerimana Ezekiel, Niyibizi Theoneste, Iragaba Ishimwe Fabrice, Gahamanyi Viatel, Sibomana Joseph, Nambara Emmanuel, I don't know how this is going to work out, but I would love the people who get the award to remain on the stage. Abantu bahembwe ndabashaka kuri stage inyuma y'uwabahembye kugira muze kuguma hamwe mufatane ifoto. Mumbabarire. Murakoze. Ntambala Emmanuel, Uwamurera Solange, Uwamurera Solange, Evergiste turi kumwe nayo, Iraguha Marie Jeanne, Ntihinyurwa Viatel, Mukantwari Theoneste, Dukundane Leonidas, Mukamana Epiphany. Vumilia Sifa. Akayezu Mali Emilian. Uwamahoro Janine. Noel Emmanuel. Petronil Nyirambabazi. Kralise Nyiranshimiyimana. Tuyishime Josiane. Manishimwe Fiete. Ntezimana Emmanuel. I will have to ask you to help me thank Director General Reb for awarding our best teachers.
I want to dedicate this song to you because you care for me. With you I feel safe and secure, you really care for me. If something happens in the class that brings me down and makes me sad, you're there for me. And when I'm stuck and don't know what to do, you're there to guide me.
I will ask the teachers please to pass here. Head at the back for registration of your names, please. Thank you, Director. For the second category, we call upon Isabella Chusa, MasterCard Foundation, the lead education and skills are to come and award the second category of peer facilitators. Peer facilitators, like Joseph had said, train of the trainers, but I would love to shed more light on this. AIMS teacher training program, we believe that every man has got at least a drop of greatness, and we can always share ideas. We can work with one another to solve our problems and our challenges. So a peer facilitator today might not be a peer facilitator tomorrow, and a peer facilitator for one training might not be that facilitator for the next. We believe that we can share ideas and we can all work together to build one another. The graduating peer facilitators are Vestina Mukamurera, Nyirazo Jalia, Nsaguye Emmanuel, Twagiramungu Philippe, Uwishimye Charlotte, Utazi Rubanda Jean-Marie Vianney, Ruterana Johnson, Nyeramugaba Placide, Nsabimana Innocent, Turacyayisenga Ferdinand, Bimenyimana Samuel, Nyiranshuti Fabienne, sorry. Nyabenda Virginie, Njanabo Silas, Niyonsenga Jean-Marie Vianney, Wambajimana Florence, Uwayezu Christine, Dusabe Martine, Yankurije Epiphanie, Habumuremyi Jackson. Nshimyumukiza Fidel. Imanizabayo Jean Paul. Hakuzwimana Epigenie. Uwineza Alice. Niyomugabo Bosco. Kagaba Marcel. Enyondo. Nikwigize Filme. Nikwigize Filme. And Nishimwe Diane. Dear teachers, distinguished guests, you'll help me thank Isabel Jusa from MasterCard for awarding the teachers. Barezi dufatanyije kurera ntabwo ndi bubasaba amashiko ndabizi ko muyafite. Bataragenda ndasaba inyundo ize kuyobora abandi ice hano ariko igenda itujimbira akaririmbo kerekana ko yishimye. I would love to ask my colleague Marcel to lead the pack head backwards for the registration of your computers, but you got to show us that you're happy, sir. Let us thank them for that warm mentality. Hello, would you allow me to put our hands together for the teachers and Isabel for that wonderful award. The next category is for the best sector coordinators. The way AIMS teacher training program works It is built from aims down to the grassroots levels, where we have the aims TTP employees, then we have regional coordinators who work on the region level to coordinate our activities. Then we have district coordinators coordinating all the activities on the district level, and the sector coordinators. That is why you will hear these categories: the sector coordinators, district coordinators, and the regional coordinators. And these are going to be awarded by Director, Talent and Culture, AIMS Rwanda. Oh, AIMS, I'm sorry. On behalf of TTP. The awardees are Duhawenayo Jafet, Dukuzumuremyi Honore, Habumugisha Jean d'Amour, Theoneste Hasingizwe Yezu, Ingabire Mwizerwa Sylvie, Nijena Alice, Kwizera Felicien, Mukashema Judith, Eliezer Mungu arakarama, Mutabaruka Jean de Dieu, Mutuyimana Félicité, Ndacyayisaba Israel, Nioniringiye Anita, Niyonizera Mediatrice, Niyonsenga Egide, Nsengimana Damien, Nsengiyumva Emmanuel, Nshizirungu Beatrice. Naukirasongwa Eric. Nyirabirori Josephine. And Nyirahabineza Epiphany. Now you can help me thank Saja Mukunz for awarding our teachers. The cameraman is going to lead you on how to take a photo before you leave. Thank you very much. The following category is for the best ICDL trainer. Of course, you say an ICDL graduates, and this category would be awarded by CEO Airtel. And these are the awardees. Uwimana Rosine. Nsabimana Jean de Dieu. Those are the two. Bagafotozi mwadufasha kumenya uko bifotoza. They're going to direct us on how we can take a photo. Nyundo had told me that he's happy, and I think people deserve to be happy before we continue with the next category. Nyundo we yarukora rwaro yanje ure nyundo mwarimu we ntabwo ari uko banyakubahwa nyundo we uri nyundo uri nyana ya rukara rwanjye uri nyundo mwarimu we uri nyana ya rukara rwanjye muri nyundo ngaho nimumbwirire ababahembye ko ari inyundo kagaba Marcel tubwira abaduhembye ko ari inyundo ntawe ntagira umukoreramo ngata. Thank you very much. The next category, before I had said that we work with the students directly, and there are some competitions that we learn, mostly mathematics competitions. And these are the teachers that helped our PAMO teams who represent the nation in the mathematics Olympiads. And this is going to be awarded by a representative from Chibogora Polytechnic. Alex Nshimiyimana. Marie Rosa Nyiramisago. These are the two teachers. Allow me to thank them. The next category is for the best district coordinators. These categories, the awardees are going to be two, and they're going to be awarded by a representative from UTAB. UTAB, please. And the awardees are Udahemuka Antoine, and Iragaba Monderere Fabiola.
I want to dedicate this song to you because you care for me. With you I feel safe and secure, you really care for me. If something happens in the class, it brings me down and makes me sad, you're there for me. And when I'm stuck and don't know what to do,
You can help me as well thank him and thank the awardees. The last but not least, the category for regional coordinators.
wake up in the morning and I know it's gonna be
And
another
this category is going to be awarded by representative from RSSB. And the awardee is Vedaste Musavimana.
And every day is different because we're learning more and more about life. La 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 la, I love my teacher. La 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 la, I love my teacher. La 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 la.
Thank you very much. We can clap for them once more.
I love my teacher.
That was our last category for the Teacher Awards 2023 edition. And I will ask every one of us to thank our teachers for their unrelentless effort in their day-to-day work. Please, if you can join me. Hopefully it will be good of us to have that music and thank them, and we congratulate them. Now, before I go to the next item, I have some special mentions in front of me. Some of them are the people that have been with us through thick and thin all these 4 years, people that we've worked together. And others are the very people that have helped us in coordinating and working and helping our teachers through their journey. Among the few, I have Ranjirwa Xavier Francois. Ranjirwa Fabien Francois was a DOS in Kamonyi district in the southern province. That started with us, started with AIMS TTP, and always gave his all to see that our activities are going on smoothly and our objectives are met. And I will have to ask AIMS TTP Associate Director to come and award him. Mr. Joseph.
I love my teacher. La 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 la, I love my teacher. I wake up in the morning.
The next one is Akuzima Nestle, a head teacher, Collège de Gisenyi, Nyemera Mihigo, who have been with us and supported us in all walks of life, and will be awarded by a representative from far away.
My teacher. La 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 la, I love my teacher. La 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 la, I love my teacher. La 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 la, I love my teacher.
The next mention won't go to an individual, but rather an institution. It's a school, École des Sciences de Musanze. We thank École des Sciences de Musanze for their hospitality and their support. Most of our peer facilitators training takes place from there, and they always help us with everything we need and to make sure that everything is done smoothly. And their award is going to be, they're going to be awarded by Rawi's representative. I think I need to clear my throat before mentioning the next one. Please allow me to put our hands together for the next mention. RSSB, the main sponsor, and I've got to say this about RSSB. This is the first institution that we approached, and they didn't hesitate to join our cause. We thank you very much, and they're going to be awarded by the Center President, Ames.
With you I feel safe and secure, you really care for me. If something happens in the class, it brings me down and makes me sad, you're there for me. And when I'm stuck and don't know what to do, you're there to guide me. La 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 la, la 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 la, I love my teacher. La 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 la, la 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 la, I love my teacher.
Thank you very much. The next mission goes to Airtel Rwanda. You saw teacher graduating for ICDL, and they told you about how they go about their teaching activities. There they access virtual libraries and virtual laboratories. It is courtesy to the partnership with Airtel Rwanda. Thank you. And I will call Jean Mokonzi to come and give them the award.
I love my teacher. La 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 la, la 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 la, I love my teacher. La 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 la, la 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 la, I love my teacher. La 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 la, la la la, I love my teacher.
The next award goes to Chibogora Polytechnic. One of our previous teacher awards, we afforded to award and Chibogora Polytechnic was one of institutions that is one of the institutions that accommodated our awardees for the scholarship among the teachers who had them last in the previous awarding ceremonies and editions. I'll call upon Joseph Chimporo to award Chibogora Polytechnic.
La 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 la, I love my teacher. La 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 la, la 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 la, I love my teacher.
The next will go to UTAB, one of our sponsors and one of the institution that helped us with the scholars, like I said previously. I would like to ask Michelle to come and give them the award. Omolisa Michelle. Michelle is not here. And lastly, but not least, this mission and award goes to one of the mayors who has helped us through our activities, and this is Kambogo Ildefonse, mayor from Rubavu district. And I will humbly ask DG Reb to give him the award. Is he here, Mayor? Oh, the mayor is represented by Alice Rubavu.
Teacher. La 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 la, I love my teacher. La 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 la, I love my teacher. La 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 la, I love my teacher.
I have been notified that there is another mention for ICDL for their great work and partnership. ICDL representative.
I want
and
to dedicate this song to you.
a representative from URC, please come and help us award ICDL.
If something happens in the class, it brings me down and makes me sad, you're there for me. And when I'm stuck and don't know what to do, you're there to guide me. La 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 la, I love my teacher. La 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 la, I love my teacher. I wake up in the morning and I know it's gonna be another fun day.
Please help me thank all the people that have helped us give out the awards and those who have received the awards as well.
Things you're gonna teach us. And every day is different 'cause we're learning.
I think at this moment, but before I do that, maybe I need to step away from it.
twibere
mu Rwanda.
Rwanda stand up turwubaka abanyamahanga bazarugana bibere mu Rwanda rwacu uru Rwanda niturwubaka abanyamahanga bazarugana Rwanda itajengwa na nani vijana itajengwa na sisi wenyewe sayansi itajengwa na nani wapenzi itajengwa na sisi wenyewe yeah. Sisi wenyewe iye turyumuziki siyansi itajengwa na nani wapenzi na sisi wenyewe iye na sisi wenyewe iye Mastercard
Foundation
MZ 1 2 3 murasobanutse tugiye gukoma amashyi y'aba bandi tujya twita abahuriga Rise up your hands. Icyo nzajya mvuga noneho muzajya muvuga mukoma mujye muvuga ngo hu mujyanye nuko mvuga sibyo se Mastercard Foundation turayishimagiza cyane MZTTP muragorana imana twese twiyubakire siyase cyane yego murakoze cyane muragahorana imana.
Rakoze cyane inyundo iragenda ikura. Thank you very much, everyone. I think we're trying to catch up with time now, and I will call upon CEO Airtel to come and give some remarks. Sir.
Good morning, everybody. I'm very happy to be with you today. My name is Emmanuel Amez. I'm the CEO of Airtel Rwanda. Actually, you are a big customer of us. You have 4,000 lines. And I've seen many computers here which will need to be connected. And we'll be happy to interconnect this computer to our network. We are working very hard to offer you a good quality of service. I hope you are happy. And of course, we want to extend our partnership and our support to your organization. I would like also to thank the government and the authority who has recently released a new broadband policy that will allow to have faster speed with 4G, with 5G even, and in the near future even you will have a constellation of satellite from OneWeb who will reach any centimeter square of Rwanda and offer you with very short latency the best service to connect you, because as scientific, of course, you need to be connected. This is the reason why you had, of course, all these computers. You cannot work now without computer, whether we like it or not. I am myself an engineer. I am a mathematician. I've done MySP, so I know a little bit about mathematics. And as such, I'm very proud to support your organization. Actually, I feel a little bit at home with you as an engineer. We all had this, in our memory, this teacher who changed our life, who direct us to, maybe in most of your case, to mathematics for you. For me, my teacher, I remind, it was Mr. Desplanques, and he gave me the passion for mathematics. And I'm sure if you go in your memory, you have this sort of person. But my point is that now, you should be this person for your student, right? And I think you will succeed your job when in 10 years, in 20 years, some of students will say, oh yes, I remind this guy, he gave me the passion of mathematics. And I'm sure this is the ultimate success of what you are doing. I'm sure you will succeed to do it. This is very important. We discovered also it was a Women's Day 1 week ago or 2 weeks ago, and we had the ICT director of Airtel who was desperate. He did not find women to join the ICT. So ICT is really, ICT and mathematics is really gender agnostic. It should be. There is no reason why there are more men who do mathematics than women. And as Airtel, we are looking for people, men, but also women, and any people who want to join, we have open position, you are welcome to attend. I don't want to say I will give the privilege to the woman, but really I think it's our job to, not to have parity, but at least to encourage more women to join the mathematics and the scientific sector. This is not the monopoly of the man. I did not count in this room how many men, how many women, but really I encourage women to embrace the science because it's really passionating. Mathematics is very important. It's everywhere, especially these days. Data mining, machine learning, intelligence, artificial. ChatGPT, you mentioned ChatGPT, who is superseding now Google. Face recognition, social network, algorithm, drone. Who manages the drone unless algorithm, automatic? You just press a button. This is mathematics. IT and telecom, my job is mathematics. Our job is just to send bit from point A to point B, but it's huge mass of bit, terabyte. Now we are talking about petabyte. We are translating more than few hundred terabytes per day. This is mathematics. It's managed only by mathematics. And as a telecom operator, I cannot ignore all these organizations, this big organization. And really, we have to strengthen our partnership in that respect. I type on ChatGPT mathematics just to see what it will answer to me. It's answered many questions. Of course, it's just said what I said. I don't want to say that my speech was done by ChatGPT. Huh? It's me who did the speech. But sometimes ChatGPT can also do the speech. But really, one point I took from ChatGPT when I type mathematics, it says mathematics is universal language. And this is true. Everybody understands mathematics from Asia, Africa, America, everywhere. Number P remains the same. And everybody will understand the language of mathematics to the stage that even if we want to find extraterrestrials, we are sending algorithm and mathematic formula because mathematics is the language of the intelligence. And I find this very exciting. I find even more exciting all this new finding. I'm now reading a lot on quantum mechanics. Now even they're not talking about bit, but they're talking about qubit. Can you imagine that the new area is very wide and you will participate to this one? You will manipulate data that will have different states, will be 0 and 1 at the same time. You will discover that space, matter, and time does not really exist unless under the shape of the very strong, vibrant energy that gather us all together. This gives a lot of hope. It gives a hope that souls may exist, that God may exist indeed. This is a finding of all what mathematics is doing today. And that this energy is gathering all together. As teacher, your student will have a lot of power. They will be the new God. Or precisely, I don't want them to be the new God. They may feel a God. No, Google or ChatGPT is looking like a God. You ask a question, it gives you. This is not the job of ChatGPT, this is the job of God. So my point here is we have to find also to teach some ethic and philosophy in mathematics. It's not about to manipulate algorithms. Let us be careful that still the human being will manage the algorithm and not the reverse. And we have a very big responsibility to use all this new power in the right, for the right of the humanity. This is really a big job you have to do. Don't fall in the trap with all this power to believe that you will replace God. You will never replace God, but you will have a lot of power. All people now who are working in this area are managing the humanity. So you are very important, and what you are doing is extremely important. I would like to thank you again very much for hearing me. I will not use outrageously this floor to make publicity of Airtel. Airtel is a good company. It needs to have a better place in Rwanda. We are very strong in Uganda. We are very strong in Tanzania, in many. And we want to enter better in the DNA of Rwandan. We are working very hard, especially with the HBB. And we have very good offer. And I encourage you, you experiment our network as a customer and maybe one day as an employee. Thank you very much for your attention, and I wish you a very nice ceremony and congratulations to all the winners. Thank you.
Can we give another round of applause to CEO Airtel? I think this is the right platform for him to narrate and tell us all about science and mathematics. This is AIMS, after all, and the teachers are science and math teachers. And I think it's a good pitch, a marketing pitch, because we have the market for today and the future. Because the teachers and the students are all going to be with Airtel for now and some time to come. At this moment, I think it's right to welcome our funder. And if I say our funder and I say MasterCard Foundation, like Nyundo was saying, we don't just say that alone, we also do it with a round of applause. Please, I welcome Isabel from MasterCard Foundation for her remarks. Agomwumvisha abo nahamagaye MasterCard Foundation.
Mwiriwe, Director of the Rwanda Basic Education Board, representatives of the African Institute for Mathematical Science here present, representatives of stakeholder and learning institutions, dear teachers and school leaders, honorable guests, good afternoon. As mentioned before, my name is Isabelle Busa, and I am addressing you today on behalf of the Rwanda Country Director of the MasterCard Foundation, Mrs. Rika Rwigamba, who unfortunately could not join us today, but sends her warm regards and sincere congratulations to all the teachers for their outstanding contributions in strengthening the quality of education in our country. Congratulations. In this room, I see multiple professions represented. I see program managers, accountants, entrepreneurs, heads of institutions, CEOs. But what unites all of our professions, what is at the basis of our careers, is one critical profession, the teaching profession, because it's the only profession that builds other professions. Such responsibility requires the highest level of passion, dedication, and values, not only to ensure that the next generation of professionals have the tools they need to succeed, but also to make sure that the quality and standards of our education system never ceases to improve. At the MasterCard Foundation, we believe in supporting teachers throughout their careers and preparing them to deliver high quality and relevant education. It is a mission that is anchored in the idea that one teacher represents a potential of 1,000 future professionals. In that regard, I would like to recognize the African Institute for Mathematical Sciences. The teaching profession is the most valued of all professions, and you understood the importance of showing appreciation. Since 2020, your institution has awarded more than 200 teachers, and today it is an additional 102 teachers who are being awarded. But you did not just do that. To date, you have trained almost 5,000 teachers to apply a gender-sensitive and gender-responsive teaching approach, which assures greater participation of girls in the learning of math and science subjects in schools. We are humbled by your efforts, and for that, honorable guests, let's give AIMS a big round of applause. I would also like to thank the government of Rwanda through the Rwanda Basic Education Board. The development of quality education is a vision you instilled in all of us, and we strongly believe that achieving the results I mentioned before could not have been possible without your leadership. Thank you for your constant support, and we look forward to continuing to improve these numbers with your guidance. To all the teachers, you are a community of dedicated, skilled, and equipped professionals with a common passion to giving everything to transform learners into the professionals of tomorrow. We are humbled by your commitment, and we look forward to strengthening our collaboration as we collectively work towards building an even stronger education ecosystem here in Rwanda. Allow me to close this address by thanking all of you for your kind attention and by giving once again on behalf of the MasterCard Foundation our sincere congratulations to all the awardees. Thank you very much.
1, 2, 3, Karabanko. 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 Akamalo, Akamalo, Akamalo. Señorita, pam, 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 pam.
Thank you very much for the wonderful speech and for the vote of thanks to the teachers and AIMS at large. At this moment, I think I'm going to call Director, Culture and Talent, Jean Mukonzi, to give the remarks.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony. Good afternoon, everyone. I was introduced as the Director of People, Talent and Culture at AIMS Global Network. But today I'm standing before you to represent the CEO of AIMS. So I'm going to deliver these remarks on behalf of Lydie Hakizimana, the CEO of AIMS Global Network. Distinguished guests, partners and sponsors, winners and finalists of the awards, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure to be here with you today. First and foremost, allow me to express on behalf of EMS our deepest gratitude and congratulations to all the winners today. Your dedication to the calling of teaching is endearing and full of admiration. I would also like to say a big thank you to our partners, especially the MasterCard Foundation, Rwanda Basic Education Board, whom we have been implementing this program together with here in Rwanda. Another group of partners I want to appreciate includes RSSB, Airtel, ICDL, URCE, Kibogora Polytechnic, Rawise, FAO, UTAB, JICA, and Dr. Christine Kasingirwa. As we celebrate the 5th anniversary of TTP, we are proud of the program's remarkable achievements in enhancing the learning outcomes in mathematics and science subject for secondary schools students. We thank all the teachers and education leaders who have contributed to this success, and we look forward to continuing to support and empower them in the years to come. Today's event is an important milestone in recognizing the extraordinary work and sacrifice of our teachers in nurturing and educating children in schools across Rwanda. Congratulations to all the teachers and education leaders. We shall not let your hard work, dedication, and commitment go unnoticed. I want to express my appreciation to the local education leaders who have supported teaching and learning in science and mathematics and implementing EMS TTP activities. Your contributions have played a vital role in improving the learning outcomes in mathematics and STEM subjects for secondary schools students in Rwanda. Last but not least, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our incredible partners who have joined us on this transformative journey, as well as exceptional EMS TTP team for their tireless efforts in providing professional development courses, high-quality classrooms resources, and cutting-edge smart classrooms. Thanks to their unwavering commitment, our teachers have been empowered with innovative, gender-responsive pedagogy, leading to increased transition rates of girls and boys to STEM education and careers. We could not have achieved this remarkable success without your valuable contributions. Let us continue to support and recognize our teachers who are the cornerstone of a brighter future for our children and our country. Thank you very much for your attention.
5 factorial amashi. Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you very much for your remarks, sir. I think we're a little bit running late, and at this moment, I'll just go straight and call upon AIMS Center President to come and help me usher our guest of honor.
Thank you very much, MC. So it's my great pleasure to invite the DG of the Rwanda Basic Education Board, who is our guest of honor for the closing remarks of this ceremony. Thank you very much.
Abarimu mwiriwe. Ese muzi akaririmbo k'indemyabigwi? Dore intore z'iwacu indemyabigwi. Musubiremo, ndirimbo musubiremo nk'abibutse ndabona mwakibagiwe. Dore intore z'iwacu indemyabigwi.
Ziwacu indemyabigwi.
Dore intore z'iwacu indemyabigwi.
Dore intore z'iwacu indemyabigwi.
Abasore b'ibikaka bahirira inyana.
B'ibikaka bahirira inyana.
Abasore b'ibikaka bahirira inyana.
Abasore b'ibikaka bahirira inyana.
Abakobwa b'u Rwanda ku ruhimbi.
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 Ubuhanga, ubutwara, ubupfura n'umurava.
Ubuhanga, ubutwara, ubupfura n'umurava.
Ubuhanga, ubutwara, ubupfura n'umurava.
Ubuhanga, ubutwara, ubupfura n'umurava.
Kuri wa muco mwiza uzira kudohoka.
Wa muco mwiza uzira kudohoka.
Ndemyabigwi komeza imihigo uri ku isonga.
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 Yeah, thank you very much. Center President AIMS Rwanda, Professor Dr. Sam Yala, AIMS CEO representative, RSSB CEO representative, Airtel CEO, Mastercard Foundation representative, AIMS team, partners and guests, graduating teachers, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On behalf of Rwanda Basic Education Board and on my own behalf, I would like to once more welcome everyone to the 3rd Annual Teacher Award Ceremony hosted by AIMS Rwanda in partnership with the Mastercard Foundation and the Rwanda Basic Education Board. I would like to appreciate the partners and sponsors who made this event possible. As earlier noted, it is indeed that the teachers are the cornerstone of a bright future, mwarimu shingiro ry'ejo heza. The vision of Rwanda Basic Education Board is to promote the quality of education in basic, specialized, and adult schools, and part of its responsibilities, it includes preparing and distributing curricula, teaching materials and teachers' guides, develop and manage teachers, as well as enhance the use of ICT in education in our schools. Together with our partners, of whom I represent on this occasion, we do coordinate effort to effectively implement the basic education activities, such as ensuring that STEM students learn to brainstorm and research the concept of the classroom to find appropriate solutions in the real life situations. In fact, the most effective way to incorporate STEM is to introduce project-based learning, where students are asked to work practically on projects. For this matter, it is the teachers who are the core to this development. The 7 years government program, NS1 2017-2024, goal is to promote science, technology, engineering, and mathematics across all levels of education through identification and attraction of the most excellent and suitable students for STEM, increasing the capacity of STEM, research centers, and science schools. As a result, STEM students enrolling in higher education TVET courses will increase from 59.3% in 2017 to 80% by 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving the journey with the support of our teachers. Therefore, the hard work and dedication in teaching science and mathematics must be forever acknowledged. We also celebrate the talent, determination, and creativity of the women who are driving innovation and excellence in mathematical sciences education in Rwanda and Africa as a whole. We recognize the impact of the AIMS teacher training program in enhancing the quality of education in Rwanda. It's postgraduate training in mathematical science, research, and public engagement in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics STEMs brings more life to a life of science and mathematics teacher. It is worthy to note that teachers' motivation in teaching and learning science and mathematics will be a driver to producing future engineers and scientists who have key to increase productivity and transforming of the economy. REB's partnership with AIMS and the Mastercard Foundation to promote teaching and learning of sciences and mathematics in secondary schools in 14 lead districts is of paramount importance based on results showcased. The professional development courses for in-service teachers were around 4,900 teachers, 38% female, were trained in different pedagogy and science practical skills 3,563 teachers, 33% female, were trained in ICT and certified by ICDL, and 400 of them are graduating today. 14 smart classrooms established, 200 science kits delivered to schools, above 5,000 teachers provide the monthly internet connectivity. Before I conclude, I congratulate the winners of this year's Teachers Awards and wish you all the best of luck in your continued activities as teachers. May you not take this platform for granted, but a turning point to empower fellow teachers on the ground to bring change. The Ministry of Education, through Rwanda Basic Education Board, will closely collaborate with partners such as AIMS to capacitate teachers in STEM, equip schools and teachers with necessary teaching and learning materials so that the teacher and the learner build strong foundation that translates into increased performance. To the organizing team, I thank you for this insightful event and for your continued support to the government of Rwanda in promoting quality education for all Rwandans. Once again, for teachers, mega congratulations. Thank you.
5 factorial crap.
Thank you very much, our guest of honor, DG Reb. I think at this moment, as we're trying to work within our time frame, I will ask my colleague, Maxime, to come and help us to have a group photo, and after that, we'll go back into our seats, and we'll have AIMS Center President, Professor Sam, leading our guest of honor and our guests towards Chivu, where we'll be having our lunch. Thank you. Solange will help us as to guide us. Maxime.
Thank you, Mark. Hello, everyone. Are we having a good time? Okay, if you are, say yes, and if you're not, should I continue? Are we having a good time?
Yes.
We're having a good time?
Yes.
Okay, thank you all for coming today. You are looking very beautiful. And as they say, nta foto. Nta foto. Nta foto. Okay, so we're going to a very special moment. We're going to take some group photos. I'll ask my photographers to come here. And the first photo we're going to take is a photo that includes every single person here. So whoever's standing, please be seated. And let's all be ready, and let's get the smiles ready, okay? Okay, now everyone say, what do you say? You say cheese? Everyone say cheese? Those who are having a good time say yes. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, can we get one more? One more yes? Yes. One more yes? Thank you very much. I would like now to invite all the partners here, the people who are partnered, all institutions who are joined hands with AIMS to make this event possible. Would you kindly step up and come up to the stage? We want to have one photo of you. all the partners. Yes, thank you.
I want to dedicate this song to you because
The people at the display, would you change the background? Use the other red background.
if something happens in the class that brings me down and makes me
thank you.
sad, you're there for me. And when I'm stuck and don't know what to do, you're there to guide me. La 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 la, la 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 la, I love my teacher. La 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 la, la 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 la, I love my teacher. I wake up in the morning.
Okay, thank you. Now, before you go back to your seats, I'd like to invite every person who won a special award to come stand right behind the partners. People who won special awards. Special awards. Special awards.
And every day is different cause we're learning more and more about life. La 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 la, la 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 la, I love my teacher. La 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 la.
And also, I'd like to invite all the teachers who won awards, not just special awards, to be ready.
Teacher. La 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 la, la 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 la, I love my teacher.
All the teachers who won awards, you can come up on the stage. Stand behind, on the stage, yes. Thank you.
I want to dedicate this song to you because you care for me. With you I feel safe and secure, you really care for me. If something happens in the class that brings me down and makes me sad, you're there for me. And when I'm stuck and don't know what to do, you're
Would
there to
you
guide
come
me.
up on the stage? All the people who won awards, all the teachers, please come up on the stage. On the stage, on the stage.
La 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 la, la 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 la, I love my teacher. I wake up in the morning and I know it's gonna be another fun day. There's not a day that passes by when you don't throw me a smile. I like the way you get so excited about the things you're gonna teach us. And every day is different cause we're learning more and more about life. La 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 la, la 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 la, I love my teacher. La 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 la, la 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 la, I love my teacher. La 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 la, la 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 la.
Now we're
I
going
love
to
my
have
teacher.
one final photo. One final photo. I would like to ask the protocol team to help us bring the chairs. We're going to have all the partners seated and then the teachers standing with their prizes.
It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A dedication lasts throughout the year. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate and party with you. Come on now. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Yeah, yeah. We gon'
Okay,
celebrate.
thank you very much, everyone. We can all go back to our seats. Thank you. You clap for yourselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Maxime. As we're going back to our seats, I'm going to ask Solange to get in front where everyone can see you. Solange is going to help us. Solange is going to help us lead our AIM Center president and the guest of honor and our dignitaries, where our chief is Solange. Please, Solange. Abandi babonye ibihembo n'abandi babishimiye, ndasaba ko twerekana ko twanezerewe. Karongi.